Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Pillow Fort Talk with Heather, Avani, and Vale. This is the podcast where we try to talk about specific topics and quickly spiral out of control. Grab a blanket, some wine, and join us in the fort for what we hope is an entertaining and relatable bitch session.
So
no, generally I don't like. I generally don't care because I developed a long time ago when I first moved out on my own and was like super duper broke. This system that made sure my bills were always paid. And then, like, whatever was left in my bank account, I could do whatever I wanted with. And I have a four bank account system. It's beautiful.
I have 3.
And it works. It works, and I've never not been able to pay a bill unless it's like a surprise kind of thing. And doing it absolutely changed my life. Well, I taught him this system.
Yeah.
Because all of our money as a couple is still separate. So
I have this system written down somewhere.
To share it with our girl.
I will happily share it with you. It's super easy.
Hell yeah.
All of our money is separate. We're responsible for all of our own bills, except for like big things like rent and car insurance and phone bill, things that are bundled.
Yeah.
And then that goes into a shared account. And everything auto drafts out of it. So we never get an opportunity to touch bill money.
That makes so much sense.
So then I don't have to worry about paying rent or, oh fuck, we spent too much to get the car fixed. Let me pay, and because of the system, if the car breaks down, I now have money to fix the car.
Yeah.
And I don't have to pull from 6 other places. And sometimes because of it, I can even fix the car out of, if it's not a big thing, I can fix it out of my debit account and not even touch the savings kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, I don't like the bombshell, but at the same token, we're in a place where all the bills are going to be paid, so whatever you just did is not going to screw us.
Yeah.
And leave us homeless.
Right.
Or without food. So, fuck it, have fun. You earn your own money, I earn my own money, we just tell each other. There's, stuff we consult on if it's for the house.
Right.
Or really big. If he was going to spend $400 out of his own account, he would have had a conversation with me.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It works. It was the shock.
Doesn't know even how to pay the bills. So, we've gone over this before.
He could figure it out, but it would take some time. We're still working on writing rent checks.
You would have to find the paper where I wrote them all down. All the passwords, and then... So I have it written down, in an Excel spreadsheet, our bills and what day they pay out, and what account they pay out. So you'd have to find that. You'd have to find the paper where I wrote down all the passwords to the bank accounts. So it's actually really easy to do, but he just doesn't know where to look, and he doesn't need to know where to look, because I do everything anyway.
His problem would be that everything is paperless. And he wouldn't even get a bill in the mail to remind him that electricity is a thing.
Yeah.
But, and that's one of the things that ever since I lived on my own, I was so broke when I first moved out that, I had all my utility bills in a folder, and I knew exactly how much time I had to pay that bitch late before it got cut off.
Damn.
I was that kind of broke.
Yeah, I have luckily not been that kind of broke yet, but I have definitely had months, one isolated month where I was pushing it.
Yeah. It's I freak out about money, but I freak out about money because money's been an issue my whole life.
Hold on. Wait for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Because my husband's going to sleep, and I always have to tell him goodnight.
Yes.
Aw. Adorable.
Thing.
Yeah.
And then I started out doing just $20 a week when I first did it into the savings account.
Yeah.
And that built up enough that I'm able to, if the car breaks down, fix the car.
Yeah.
And so I always have a cushion. It's not a huge cushion, but there's a cushion. Something.
Yeah.
There's 2 months worth of rent in there if somebody loses a job or... So, because of the system, when he was unemployed for 2 months, I was able to cover all of both of our bills. without him getting unemployment.
That's the hard part, is that Jack's money, like his income, is not consistent because of the type of work he does right now. And so I'm paying all of the major house bills. He's paying all of his bills, but like saving is impossible. Like, we have no cushion right now.
Yeah, that's how I was. And honestly, like, even, and I tell people this all the time, especially like when they're starting out, even if it's $5 a week or $5 a paycheck, like, I promise you, I didn't notice that $20 a week.
Yeah.
And you feel like you will. $20 feels huge, especially like the way everything is right now. But in all honesty, like, over time, I didn't notice it at all. And then every time I got a raise, I just upped it some.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that for 10 years now. I figured it out not long after I'd been on my own.
Yeah. No, that's a really great system.
So.
I say raised, and it reminds me of how let down I was that my husband got a raise of 81 cents an hour.
What's sad, though, honestly, is that is a good raise, considering how most places raise. Like, I had a job where a raise was a quarter. Like, the job I have now, like, when our boss gives out raises, like, before I was even a manager, it was never less than $1.
We do a percentage. So, for mine, it's based off of performance, and 5% is the highest they can go, and that's what they gave me.
Yeah.
So that was nice, but that ended up being over $1, I think, or almost $1. So I was thrilled. I was like, great.
Oh yeah. So what happened was, the reason I was let down was because at his job they said, starting this month you're gonna get a raise, so watch out for that in your bank account. So since I have the bank account, I watched out for it, and I was like, oh. And then I did some calculations, and I was like, that's 81 cents. Wow, why did you even tell me? Like, why would his boss like put it up like, it's gonna be a big raise, watch out for it. 81 cents. Thanks.
I mean, maybe to them that's a huge raise. I mean, I don't know. But
this is the military. They have trillions and trillions of dollars.
Oh yeah, but they don't give a fuck if you guys get it.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the point.
Fucking ridiculous.
So, like, if we become jobless, we have, like, 3 months, and then we live with my mother. Like, that's what our savings looks like.
That's about how we are. We'll make it about 2 months. But you know what? It's 2 months that 5 years ago I didn't have.
Yeah.
You know?
Actually, you know what? I lied. Because then they would take the roof over my head.
No.
If my husband loses his job, he wouldn't be in the military, and we wouldn't have a house.
Oh, shit.
Damn. So if he loses his job, we're directly going to my mom's house.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Well, I think if they just gave him what they consider to be a decent raise, they're probably not going to fire him, so...
No, they can't fire him. It's a contract. Like, he sells his life for a certain amount of years.
Oh,
then they renew the contract, and he sells his life again for a certain amount of years.
Right.
Like, unless he like, destroys $1 million plane. Actually, no. Unless he destroys $3 million planes, he's not going anywhere.
Has he already destroyed one? Why did you have to amend that?
The reason I amend that is because he'll come home and he'll tell me a story about people on his job, and they'll be like, oh, so this guy, instead of putting hydraulic fluid in the lines, he put motor oil.
Oh my god. I feel like, don't they...
What?
They're told how to do these things.
Yes, they're told how to do it. They're shown how to do it. They get a booklet of how to do it. They get a binder of all the steps of how they have to do it. Then they have someone watch them do it and, like, test them to see if they know how to do things. That dude was so fucking dumb. He still has his job. That's why I say I'm pretty sure it takes like 3.
Yeah.
3 planes,
so,
maybe.
Does that mean that they can destroy 6 $500,000 planes? Is the equation scale based on dollars, or is it just number of planes destroyed?
I think it's number of planes destroyed. So, like, if you break, like, a little dodo plane, that counts as one whole ass plane. Even if you, like, it's not as much as a fighter jet, but if you blew up that little tiny fucking, little drone, yep, that counts. One less plane. One less plane you're allowed to blow up.
They put a Frowny sticker on your chart.
Yeah.
Once you have 3 Frowny stickers in a specific time frame, you're done.
You say that, but you don't know how livid I get that they can't, like... Okay, so the guy who did that got chewed out by his supervisor. And his supervisor got in trouble because you're not allowed to yell at anyone. And you're not allowed to bring them down because that hurts their mental health.
I'm sorry. We need to talk about the world today.
Oh shit! We should have written. Oh my god, words! We should have written down when you said that girl's name from high school.
I'll just beep it out. Like every time you said
Oh my god, I'm so
30
sorry.
times in a row, and I was like, and then I have to scroll back.
Heather, I'm gonna kill you. Heather, I'm gonna kill you.
And then scroll back. And then scroll back. And I'm like, god damn it, I got the T, but I didn't get the rest of it. Scroll back.
You know what? You could have left it as Ina.
I probably could.
If you would have said something sooner, I wouldn't have felt bad and would have told you, just cut it all out then.
That was half an hour of content.
That was a half hour of content of like, so since we had cut it in 2 different episodes, that was a half hour of content of 45 minutes. What was I going to do with the other 15 minutes left?
I don't know, man.
I miss work tea so bad. I have been home for a month, and I have no good work drama to know about. I got nothing.
Your work bestie doesn't like
no, so like my work
down the vine.
No, so like my work bestie and I talk, but she's there in the office. Like she has a whole ass like family outside of work. So like the couple times we've talked, like I've gotten little tidbits, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. I want to know what happens there. Oh, that's kind of cool. But I got nothing. I don't have enough to keep me living.
Well,
wait, when do you go back?
The soonest that I could get cleared to drive is May 5th.
That's not far away.
Yeah, because I leave to Puerto Rico May 4th.
Just think about
I'm counting down those days like a little kid waiting for Christmas.
Just think about how how great it's gonna be when you get back and she fills you in on everything over like the first week back. It's gonna be fantastic.
But is it really worth going back to work? Like,
honestly,
how do you feel between working from home and working over there?
I don't... Okay, so the things I like about working from home are that my commute is shorter. Therefore, I get to sleep. I get to sleep in more. I enjoy being able to like go downstairs and make a lunch every day. That's like really nice. But I've actually... This is probably the most comfortable I've been sitting at my desk the entire time. So I've still been working on a laptop downstairs, and it makes doing my job really fucking hard.
Yeah. I think Avani, I think you and I would probably want the same or similar situation because I've thought about this a lot. I am social enough with the people at work that I do like to talk to them.
Yes.
But I feel the same about working from home. So I think for me, the ideal schedule would be a hybrid one.
Right. I breathed and died.
I'm so sorry.
I would really like to work 4 10-hour days instead of 5 8-hour days. Because I need that third day in the weekend.
I need it too, but I can't do that.
I don't know how to sell it yet. I don't know how to sell that to my boss yet. I've tossed it like around casually, like, you know, but never really had the conversation because there's no way in hell I'm going to go, instead of the raise you want to give me, how about we change my schedule? I'm not dumb. I think he would let me, but I don't want to push that because there could be other things I want more. But I like going to work. I like being busy. I like the pace of my job. Like, being at home, everything's so, like, it feels like it drones on and on and on.
Super monotonous.
Yeah. And then, like, because I sit in here, 4 nights a week and do this.
Yeah.
Then I feel like I would lose my mind over the walls of my house.
Over the walls?
Yeah, just looking at the same fucking walls all the time.
Oh.
Woman, tell me about it. As someone who has not been able to work for quite a bit of time, that's why I got super depressed the first year I was here, because I was just so tired of looking at these same walls, same ceiling.
And that's how I am now.
House, not being able to do this, not being able to do the other thing, and I'm like, I'm about to just fucking lose my mind.
But I will also say, both times I've worked from home for an extended period of time, I haven't, like, first time was COVID, you couldn't fucking go anywhere.
Yeah.
And the second time was this, and I can't fucking go anywhere. And then, like, my poor husband goes to work all day, and I'm like, honey, take me somewhere. Please, for the love of God, take me to Target. Get me out of the fucking house.
Let me hobble around Target.
Take me for a walk. I am up to walking a mile. Thank you very much. It is. So then he's worked all day. He gets home at, like, by 6:20, and then I'm like, take me somewhere, anywhere. I don't care. And anywhere, so we go somewhere, and then we're getting home at, like, 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then we still have to eat dinner, and so, like, I feel like if I did it under different circumstances, I might feel differently, because I definitely get way more work done at home than I do in the office. And what's funny is people aren't bothering me like they used to. Like, my door was, like, fucking revolving.
Yeah.
And I've gotten, since I've been home, like, work-related calls over the last month, maybe 5.
Maybe that means they like you as a person.
Like, genuinely, people I work with have genuinely called to just check on me, and I think it's the sweetest thing ever.
Aww.
I think another thing about that is it's like, when someone's, like, available to you, you bother them more. When you have to go out of your way to talk to someone, you're like, okay, you know what? I don't need it that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, that's, like, why, like, while you're there, your coworkers are always just coming in. But when you're at home, they're like, oh, well, she's not even here. Like, I'd have to, like, go out of my way and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So it's like, for me, it's really weird. Like, I kind of need a balance of both.
Yeah.
I think just for my mental health. I don't know that I could work at home full time and not lose my fucking shit.
Yeah. I mean, I loved working from home during COVID, but also eventually I got really fucking bored.
Yeah. Well, and I like a face-to-face conversation.
Yeah.
I don't like texting everything. Or phone calling everything.
Zoom was such a pain in the ass.
Yeah. I prefer, like, if I need to talk to you about 4 things, I'd rather, like, sit down together and figure it out than try and have a phone conversation where we're both doing other things while we're talking.
Yeah.
Oh, my life is just, like, continuous exhaustion. Because you remember how I, like, tore that muscle in my leg?
Yes.
So, like, it never healed. And so I can't sleep for more than, like, maybe 2 hours at a time. And then I'll wake up because my leg fucking hurts. And so...
I'm not alone!
Like, add that to the other shit that I fucking have, it's been fucking killing... Like, I'm just perpetually exhausted. All day, I'm just fucking exhausted. And, like, you were talking about not leaving your house. So, my house is on stilts. I gotta, like, walk down a whole big-ass flight of stairs. I can't even fucking, like, I can't even leave. This is my prison.
Ugh.
It's a very nice one, though.
I think if I lived at the top of a bunch of stairs, I would never leave.
Okay, so the house is on stilts?
Yes.
And you thought that the ghost ran that quickly from the front door to the back door?
No, that's why I said it couldn't have been a person, because there was no way to climb down the stairs, go up the back stairs, open the veranda, and come in through the door.
Okay.
I mentioned it. I was like, there's no fucking way possible anyone could do this.
I didn't remember the stairs, and so the minute you said stilts, like, my whole brain has been like, oh, she lives in a townhouse similar to mine. Okay, I got it. And then I'm like, same. Wait a minute.
Well, like, okay, so even though there was no way humanly possible, I still didn't think, oh yeah, ghost. The first few times it happened.
Right.
But yeah, there was no human possible way for someone to go down the stairs, run around to the other side of the house, go up the stairs, open the fucking veranda, come inside, open the back and knock on the back door. There's no way.
Yeah.
For anyone who's confused, check out our other podcasts, Out of the Spirit Box or Woosp, to hear Vale's story. About
episode 1.
Can you please cut that and be the intro when she goes oosp?
Woosp.
I'll try and fit it in somewhere.
I just want that. I want that to be the spooky music in the background of your pre-recorded intro for that podcast. I just want to layer you doing that.
Spooky Woosp. Oh shit.
At 1 hour and 17 minutes, Heather came up with oosp.
Let's write that down.
Yes, very important. Very important.
Oh.
It's easier than me having to watch the whole episode and then be like, mark this part, mark the other part, mark this part.
Yeah.
Watch the whole episode again. And then, so like, I hate hearing my own voice.
Yeah.
And then having to edit this is just a continual horror show for me.
Yeah, man.
I feel that in the deepest of ways, and it's why nothing Late Night Dungeon Fight does is edited.
Yeah, I also hate the sound of my voice, and I especially hate the sound of my laugh. So... and I laugh a lot, guys.
Your laugh fucking comes from the soul. You never just like fake laugh. It's never like ha ha ha. It's never just like
ha ha
ha
ha. Oh my god, that's adorable.
What?
Okay, so first, I love you and I'm totally paying attention to what we're doing, but I was also scrolling Pinterest at the same time. And I have found crocheted gnomes.
Oh my god.
That, hold on, their heads, like where their hats would go, are different foods.
Oh, I love that.
They have a cheeseburger and pizza.
That's spectacular.
And that link so that when I edit the video, I can just put images of them.
Oh, yeah.
I work real hard.
You do.
You do. You really do.
Yeah, you are the MVP, VIP, first paid.
Yes. First paid, absolutely. Oh my god.
Yeah, right? Like, fucking hell, man.
They're different types of pizza.
Okay, that's adorable. Absolutely adorable.
I did. Wait.
Okay.
I've almost finished it, Vale. I did say I would do it, and I've almost finished it. He needs eyes.
It's a Woodstock. He has no eyes.
No, he needs eyes. I started him before the surgery, and then I got derailed.
Ooh, you didn't finish the thing.
Girl, you've seen the picture of the closet, okay? The large tote with the opening on the left, it's teal, I know where it is full of unfinished fucking projects.
Teal, I know where it is.
Yeah.
I know where they are perfectly organized bags of unfinished projects with the hook I started them with, so when I come back in a year, I know what gauge I was using. Which is why I also have a caddy of hooks.
I was gonna say, you must have a lot of hooks. If every time you leave a project, you just leave a hook.
I am a hooker.
Oh, speaking of that, did you see how many people clicked the link because it said OnlyFans in it?
Yes!
That shit killed me. I could not believe that was real.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I was looking at the analytics, and they're like, 60 people fucking 60% of people fucking clicked it because they're OnlyFans.
Well, guys, what? I think we've just learned that we really should follow that OnlyFans dream. I'm sure we can contractually sign something with the boys.
Heather's like, man, that's the sound a kid makes when their stomach hurts.
All you have to do is take pictures of your feet and upload them. That's it.
I don't know, man. That creeps me out. I wish I could because money, but I don't know, man.
Ugh.
Some person's gonna be looking at my feet in a way that I don't think I'll appreciate. I'm good.
But you won't know about it.
People are gonna do a certain thing to themselves while looking at those feet that you don't want to think about.
Somehow, not knowing makes it worse because I know it's gonna happen. So I just
know it's not knowing if you know.
But also just like the concept of not knowing, like,
Okay. So this has spawned another thought though. So God, this is bad. So you know how there are people, and no judgment if that's what they want to do to make money, I get it,
right,
that sell their used underwear online.
No, I did not know that. Thank you for sharing that information with me.
You did not know that?
Now I know that.
There are vending machines in Japan that you can walk up to and just buy somebody's used underwear out of.
What the?
This is a real thing that's been around for years now.
No. No.
So I have no issue getting new panties on the regular. However, my issue with that would honestly be, what if somebody uses the DNA out of the panties to frame me for a murder?
Too much true crime in your life. Too much true crime in your life.
I'm disturbed. In so many ways.
Oh, I can't believe you didn't know this was a thing.
Why are there vending machines?
It's Japan. They have literally everything in a vending machine.
Are they just loose in the vending machine?
No, they're in like capsules like you would.
It's like you put a little
you put
25
the coin
cents and you click, click, click. It falls
dirty
down.
underwear pill bottles? Is that what you're telling me they have?
Yeah, so you know where you get those little sticky hands from?
Yeah, like you go to the grocery store.
No. I'm too asexual for this conversation.
It doesn't matter your sexuality. I still find that disgusting.
I don't get the L-istics. Are y'all okay?
Like, that's someone's thing. Fine on them.
Let me tell you something.
For me, that's disgusting.
There are people that pay upwards of $500 for used panties. For one pair of used panties.
I don't think 500 is enough for me.
Again, I'm cool with the price.
Pretty fucking good.
Right, I'm cool with the price. So I couldn't
do it, but that's $500.
You give me $500, and I go spend 30 of it to buy new panties to make $500 again. I'm okay with that math. That's good math.
That math is mathing.
It's good math. I can't do that math, but it's good. I'm sure of it. My problem is, so I have two really deep problems with this. One, even if I had a P.O. box, I feel like one of the crazy people would find me.
Yeah.
And two, I really don't want somebody to use my DNA to frame me for murder.
What if they tried to clone you?
Well, that would really be a travesty for the world.
I don't want to think about any of this.
Like, my problems with this is, one, I just find it just...
It's gross.
Very, very gross. Like...
If it's your thing, that's fine.
There's no 1, 2, 3, nothing. Hygienically, thinking about used panties that are not washed drives me crazy. I am a neurotic when it comes to cleanliness, and I can't, my brain doesn't just, there's no. But
I
didn't know
love
it was a
how
thing,
much this
and they do
bothers
make a
Heather.
lot of money. Oh no, Heather's going through it right now.
Yeah.
I
God,
can't.
what other gross things do I know about humans that I can just
Humans
really...
are the worst thing that has happened to this planet.
Oh, okay. You guys don't like feet. Do you know?
No! I thought it was going to be
like
a
feet.
foot thing the first time.
You guys don't like feet, so I'm gonna fuck you up.
Do you know that there are...
Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man. There are masks that you can put on your feet, and you put them in a little bag, and you wait like a certain amount of time, and then you can peel the dead skin off.
Yeah, I have used one and I hated it. But I loved how the skin of my feet felt after.
Oh, like a baby's bottom.
Oh, the smoothest. But I am never doing that again.
I couldn't. I've never done it, and I don't think I can. First, that requires me to touch my feet a lot.
It's really not that bad, and honestly, I didn't have to touch my feet that often. But
Wait, like, you guys won't even touch your own feet?
well, I'll touch my feet,
like,
but I don't
sure.
like it.
But I'm not like, I don't like feet. I'm not gonna sit there, rub my feet.
How often do
if
you
I have
touch
to
your
touch my
feet,
foot, I have
Avani?
to touch my foot. But
Well,
do you massage your
pre-surgery...
foot? Is that...
Yeah, pre-surgery, I gave myself a foot rub a couple times a week.
Ugh, I can't rub
Okay,
my
well,
own
then-
feet. What?
Then
Your
we're not. Me and Heather are not on this right now.
Your feet don't fucking hurt? You don't want to massage the sore tendons?
Yeah, they hurt, but that just sucks for them. What? You deal with it, you move on.
I mean, it's not like I'm over here doing weird shit with my feet. Like, I wash them, I lotion
Oh,
them.
yeah. I can't. No, I'm not saying you're doing anything weird or wrong. I'm just saying I cannot.
I love that Heather hates feet more than me. I didn't think people hated feet more than me, but then there's Heather, and she pulls through.
No, I don't know why either, but no. I mean, I wash my feet.
I really don't like feet.
It's very much I'll do what I have to do and nothing more.
Yeah, that's me. I'll wash my feet daily. I'll wash my feet, rub my feet with soap. We're done. But I'm not gonna be sitting there like, yeah, but that's a good massage. Get those knots out. Never.
I feel both like I'm very fucking weird and deeply personally attacked right now.
This is just, it's one of the great divides of humanity.
But what is it, like, genuinely? Because, like, I get... Like,
I don't know, man.
I
It's
get
just
that, like, some people have gross feet. Like, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, my feet aren't particularly gross. They're just feeting it up, and I have a problem with that.
They're feeting it up.
Same. My feet are clean. My nails are the right color.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
My feet are very normal. But I don't like them.
Like-
I don't sit there and stare at them. I don't.
I don't stare at them.
I actively avoid having my feet touching each other.
Wow, Heather, you're on another level.
Okay, so... It would... Do you walk around your house barefoot, or do you always have, like, socks or something on?
No. Well, sometimes I'll walk around barefoot. I don't like it, but...
Don't like it.
But, laziness wins. So...
Handle.
I walk around barefoot in my home 98% of the time.
The other thing, I mean, not only because I don't like feet, but I like wear these sandals because I do have a back injury, and hard, cold floor is very painful. That runs up the spine.
Oh, yeah.
But if I didn't, I still would not like to look down at my feet.
So it would disturb you to know that because my husband's love language is touch, that when we're sitting at the table, he will touch his foot to mine.
No.
I hate that. Oh my god.
He just likes to touch, so he'll just place his foot on my foot. So we're touching.
At least
while we're
it's
sitting
foot to
across.
foot. Jack will put his foot on my fucking knee, and I'm like, get that shit off.
He does that because he knows you hate it.
I know!
That is love!
No, I'm serious though. When I go to bed, I don't go to sleep in socks because I'm also one of those people who hates the feeling of socks on their feet when they fall asleep.
Yes.
So, I take my socks off. I will tuck a bit of the blanket between my feet so they don't touch. If I'm asleep and it happens, it happens. But if I'm in control of the situation, I'd rather them not be touching.
I don't know how to handle this.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's different. I mean, my feet don't touch when I sleep either. But I don't put a barrier.
Well, I'm a side sleeper, so.
Okay, I actually
sleep on my side.
I actually get that.
Yeah, yeah, your spine shouldn't do that.
My spine doesn't go that way.
I will, if I sleep on my side, which is rare but more frequent recently, I will actually take the blanket and put it between my legs. Like, I'll still cover myself, but I'll tuck it between, because I don't like the feeling of, like...
Thigh to thigh?
Well, especially if you get warm. Knee to knee currently is very uncomfortable. I bought a special pillow.
Yeah.
Anytime I ever slept on my side before I fucked up my spine, I always had to put a pillow between my knees, because I didn't like the feeling of my knees scratching against each other.
It's the same thing, but with my feet.
Yeah.
Just move one foot a little farther back than the other foot.
Yeah, but then it's at a weird angle, and...
See, I'm generally a stomach sleeper, so I usually have, like, one leg straight out down the bed and the other bent.
Yes. Yeah, because I will also sleep on my stomach. If I can't be comfortable on my side, the stomach is the next best thing. And I do that exact pose.
If I sleep on my stomach, I feel like I can't breathe. Suddenly oxygen is not getting to my lungs.
So do you just sleep flat on your back?
I have to either sleep flat on my back or, like, slightly sideways. But not, like, I can't, like, if I'm full, just sleeping straight, I can't go to sleep because I'm like, man, this is not fucking comfortable. So I have to be slightly sideways, but I can't go all the way to the side because then I'll pinch a nerve and my leg will feel on fire. Ooh. If I sleep on my stomach, I suddenly can't breathe. I'm like...
See, if I sleep on my back, I feel vulnerable. And because of the arthritis in my spine, laying flat will actually flare it up, and I will not be able to stand up in the morning.
Oh, shit.
So, like, it'll just get it'll get all jacked up and tight, and I'll have a hard time, like, actually sitting up and standing up.
So y'all have medical reasons to sleep the way you sleep.
I
just have weird preferences.
I feel so vulnerable sleeping on my back.
When I say that I'm an 85-year-old woman, I'm not kidding.
I don't sleep with a bra on, and people who do are crazy, so I hope neither of you do that.
No, God, no.
No. If I can't sleep on my stomach because I can't breathe, a bra is cutting off all circulation.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Do you guys have at-home bras and going-out bras?
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not going to have the same... at-home bras have to hold up more. Home bras are just there to... I don't know. Do the job.
They're just to keep them from touching your tummy when you're sitting down. That's all they're there for. Yeah. Just lock them in when you know, keep things from flying around.
Exactly.
That's all they're there for. And that's...
Like, just keep things so they don't start whacking each other. But also, it gets hot if it's, like, touching the bottom part of you.
Yes.
So
yes. But then, like, your going out bras have to work with all your fucking clothes.
So, when I sleep on my back, my girls push
now, one's looking to the west and one's looking to the east for me. I mean, that's just how it is.
No, they flatten out like a fucking pancake when I'm on my back and fucking try to kill me.
So they go up towards your head and try and smother you?
It's like all of the boob fat is just like, alright, let's go up here. Okay, great. Oh, fuck. Boob talk.
Boob talk, this is what we're talking about. When I sleep on my back, I'm like, well, one's looking... If I'm, like, completely straight, one's looking to the east, one's looking to the west.
Yes.
That's why I gotta like go sideways, and they're all this way.
That's where my nipples go, but the boob fat, that goes right towards my chin.
It just wants to be warm. You're leaving it so vulnerable.
Oh my god, it gets so warm though. It's so hot. And that's why I don't like it.
Boobs are great, but they have no business making you as warm as they make you.
Yeah, for real. Yep.
It's fucking rude.
Oh man. Boobs. What are you gonna do?
Man,
Everybody loves boobs. Gay men love boobs.
Yeah. Boobs are pretty great.
They really are.
Awesome. No one's gonna be sitting there like, oh, I take that back. Mid-sentence, I was like, no one's gonna sit there and be like, I don't like boobs. And I'm like, yeah, people get rid of their boobs all the time.
Well, yes, but that's
like
typically, that's
other people's boobs.
Right.
Yeah, they don't like the boobs on them. They just like to observe the boobs.
I'm a married woman who likes to observe boobs, so
I love boobs. Boobs are great.
They're amazing. And that's coming from somebody who spent like 4 years of their life doing bra fits, and I have seen some shit. I have seen some not nice boobs.
Okay, I mean, if we're going there, so...
Oh, right, here we go.
So, remember, I used to work in x-rays, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The most common x-ray that you'll ever do as an x-ray tech is a chest x-ray, because you always got to do them, like, before surgery. If someone's, like, it's standard for everything. You always do a chest x-ray. Like, someone got into a car crash. Yes, but first... let's check their spine, but also chest x-ray. Yeah. You're always going to do like 500 chest x-rays a day. And when you do a chest x-ray, you always got to tell the woman, okay, you can't have metal on when we're going to take this x-ray. I need you to take off your bra. You can keep your shirt on, or you can put a little gown on top. And they're like, all right, perfect. So there was this like 83-year-old woman. And I was like, okay, come this way, chat her up, and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna need you to stand there, do this, this, and that. Now, do you have a bra on? Why, yes. Well, I'm gonna need you to take off your bra, you can put it over there, put on the little gown, or you can put your shirt back on. Perfectly fine. However you're most comfortable. Walk out the room, grab my little fucking plate that you take the x-rays on, come back, and suddenly, her nipples are touching the floor.
No way.
So she's stark naked. She took off her pants. She took off her underwear. She took off everything. And also, Avani's fucking talking work again during this really crucial moment.
Avani, the floor nipples.
No, I heard about floor nipples. I was just being asked what I wanted for dinner.
Oh, okay.
Nipples, that's what you want for dinner.
Oh. I don't think
I mean,
so.
she might.
That I love you too.
The amount of times that I've gotten randomly nauseous from these conversations tonight, it's unacceptable, guys.
So, yeah, I walk into the room and there's 81-year-old lady, dark naked, breasts just touching the floor. Just unkempt bush.
Oh, what?
And I'm like, where do I look? I can't look at her. Like, there's no way I can look at her.
What is the polite place to look?
Like, I'm about to break my neck today. I'm just gonna look at the ceiling. I walk in, and, like, I couldn't even tell her anything. What was I gonna be like, ma'am, you didn't have to be naked for this. Just like, so we're gonna do this x-ray now. Looking away the whole time.
See, I've been through so much of this shit that I try to be exceedingly considerate of the people that have to work with me, and I go into x-rays, there's no metal anywhere. Like, wand me, I did this for you and for me.
See, when I had to get my x-ray, they didn't give me any options. They were just like, take it all off and put on this gown. And I was like, well...
Well, here it is.
Yep. Nope.
Because your clothes are going to be x-rayed through anyway. So as long as you just have medals or buttons or anything, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I did have one patient where we were going to take an x-ray of her neck. So for a neck x-ray, you have to take from like the eyebrow to like over here. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna need you to take all the, okay, rewind. So when they gave her the appointment, they told her, take off all the metal from your head, everything you got. And then I go over, grab her paper. It says they've already instructed her on what she has to do. Perfect. I call the person's name. Piercing, piercing, piercing.
Oh my gosh.
Piercing, piercing. Piercing, 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 piercing. Piercing, 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 piercing. Piercing, piercing.
What did they think was going to happen?
And then I was like, ma'am, you're going to have to come back another time. I don't have time. And we really sent her away.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean...
She's like, I can take off my piercings. And then she took like 30 minutes taking off her piercings. I went through 3 other patients while she was still taking off her piercings. And I was like, no, schedule another appointment. I can't have you.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's so
What did she just
Fucking
like...
people. Fucking people, man.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's too much.
I had naked old man happen. Same thing on the chest x-ray too. I didn't even tell him to take anything off. I told him, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get the thing. I come back, naked old man.
What the fuck?
I don't know why old people, and it happened so many times with old people just taking off their clothes.
Maybe...
I don't know who taught these old people that you have to be naked to get an x-ray.
Is there any chance that that was how x-rays used to be done in some capacity?
Maybe they just...
And nowhere in my history did it say you gotta be stark naked. Like how you came out your mama's vagina. You just birthday suit.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe they're just at that age where they just don't fucking care and they're gonna let it fly.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Maybe they just figure if they take everything off right at the start, there can be absolutely no issues that will keep them there longer.
Maybe that's what it is. I didn't have anyone under like 50 naked. No, they were all just wrinkly old parts in wrinkly places that no one wanted to look at.
Mm.
There was also this one old man who took off all of his clothes except for he kept on his necklace.
What?
So, well, here's the thing. The fact that he took off his necklace is, so when you're taking a chest x-ray, you're taking it from here to here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The necklace is in the shot.
Yeah, the fuck?
So I'm like, so I have to see your balls dragging across the floor, but you could take off that necklace?
Why do they not wait for instruction?
I hate people so much.
Why don't they follow instruction? Just...
Yeah, well, people want to yell at us so much for, like, not doing shit the way they used to, and then they fucking show up naked for an x-ray.
People don't follow instructions. Like, you'll give them really simple instructions. Like, chest x-ray. Old lady. I'm like, stay perfectly still. You cannot move while they take this x-ray. I'm going to ask you to breathe in once, then let out the air. Then take a very deep breath and hold it. All right? Be right back. Breathe however you want. Goes over to the back room. Okay, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. What? She turned all the way the fuck around to look at me.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, you fucking whore.
Oh my god.
We have to do this again.
Ugh.
And the x-ray looks like all of her bones are like completely turned.
Oh my goodness. It's really not hard to just
It's
listen.
not.
No.
X-rays,
I gave you all the instructions right there.
as a
All the possible
patient,
instructions.
x-rays are so quick and easy. But
Yeah.
if you just follow instruction, you can be in and out with the whole process in less than 15 minutes.
Oh, totally. That's what happened to
All
me
you
for
have to
my
do is
surgery.
not
Yeah.
fucking move. Oh, I had so much fun as an x-ray tech. I'll tell you, it was just glorious.
Wow, there was absolutely no sarcasm in that sense.
Not even a little bit. Okay, I'll be honest. I do miss it sometimes. It
Yeah?
was fun working in the hospital. Like, I loved crazy shit happening.
Yes.
Like how we almost had to take out a lady's finger, like just saw it off. That was amazing. That was beautiful.
Why?
It was beautiful.
Was it stuck in something?
Okay, so we went down because someone had gotten like they were having trouble breathing. So we go down with our little portable x-ray, go over, take the x-ray, and we hear like there's a group of nurses over there, a doctor, and some lady just screaming out in the corner, and we're like, yo, I'm kind of nosy. Let's find out what's going on. So we go over to the corner, and there's this lady, her ring got stuck, and she couldn't take it off. And her ring got stuck yesterday, but she was so tired from going out last night that she didn't take off her ring. She was like, forget it, it'll come off tomorrow. So then she woke up the next morning and was like, this shit's not coming off and my finger's losing color. So I need to go to the emergency room.
How the fuck did she get it on?
I don't fucking know.
If it was that damn tight.
So she's sitting there and they're like trying to get pliers to try and cut it off, and it's not working. And it just so happens that in the ambulance bay, they were doing construction. And they're like, do you guys got a little circular saw we can use? Sure. So they go back to the lady. They put like a tongue depressor under her finger, and they just take the fucking saw.
Nope.
Oh.
Hate it.
And it's just sitting there, and it's sitting there, and they're like, tell me if it gets hot. Tell me if it hurts. She's like, no, it's fine. It's fine. A few seconds go by. No, it's fine. The doctor puts his finger on it. The metal had superheated, but since her finger was dead, she couldn't feel it.
Oh, no.
The doctor had burnt himself testing to see if it was hot. So he's like, they put it underwater, and you see the steam come up. And then they go back, they put the little tongue depressor on it, and they start trying to saw it. I think like now they were using a surgical saw, the little
yeah.
And it's not coming off, and I was like, holy shit, are they gonna cut off her finger? And then my supervisor was like, we have an x-ray in floor 8, and I was like, no, I want to know how this ends.
Did you ever find out how?
No, I had to go back to work.
Upsetting. I think I would have fucking asked everybody in that hospital.
Did that lady lose her finger? Like, I need to know. I never found out.
I mean, at that point, if her finger, like, if it was so dead that she couldn't feel that, like, is there coming back from that?
I don't fucking know. Not my job. But that finger was big dead. Like, I don't know. Because if she couldn't feel that thing and it was, like, super heated, like, that shit was, like, sizzling. And she's like, no, I don't feel anything. It's fine. Girl, your finger's gone.
Yeah. I really wish we knew the end of that story.
To this day, I still think about it.
Well,
I talk about it often. I'm like, man, I really wish I knew what happened to this one chick. Like, I need to know if she lost that finger. I need to know if they reattached that finger. What happened?
The moral to that story is don't be stupid. Don't wear jewelry too tight.
But I'm too tired. And then her finger's just like fucking swollen.
Do you like swell up from dehydration?
I don't know enough to fucking lose your finger.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You kind of like if you drink a lot, you can get swelling.
Oh, well.
So like if she was out last night and she drank a lot,
she was having a girl,
but not enough to be like, yeah, I can't get this thing off. Like, I actually came in when the nurses were doing this, like pulling one way and her pulling the other way. They were just trying to like get it off. How naive they were.
I want to know how she got it on. If it was that tight. Jesus. All right.
I don't know. Sometimes like your knuckle just doesn't let the ring go through. Because I've gotten this ring stuck before, and it's huge.
Don't blame the knuckle for the girl's stupidity.
No, girl was dumb as hell.
Mistakes in life. All right, I'm probably gonna call it a night because I am exhausted.
Yeah, we're at an hour 50.
For almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to cut this in half again. So that's 2 more episodes we don't have to worry about.
Backlog. Oh, yeah.
So technically, if we do this twice a month, we can put an episode out every week.
Yes, pretty much, yeah.
Well, but also Vale's
gonna be laid up in bed with not shit to do. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, alright.
I wonder how that surgery is going to be. I'll be honest. I don't know how it's going to be. I don't know how the recovery is going to be. All I know is that I'm going to be a pretty little princess because My dad's coming and my mom's coming. They're going to take care of me like a little baby. My grandma's coming.
Oh,
I'm a pretty little princess. I'm like,
You're going
I'm not going to do
anything.
I'm going to be pampered. I'm just going to be, it's going to be great.
Eat that shit up.
enjoy it. I didn't know what to expect with mine, and it was not what I expected at all.
In a good way, right?
50-50?
No. Oh, shit.
But I've only had, at this point in this surgery, I've only had 2 breakdowns. My last surgery, I was averaging a breakdown every 3 days.
That's a lot.
But now it's less.
It's so much better. It's this compared to the other walk in the park. Does it still suck? Absolutely. There's a lot of things that I still really hate, but it's almost over.
My back surgeries were like that. I was just like, man, those were hard, and I'm still gonna keep having to get back surgeries over time. So
yeah, same.
That's how it is.
This is like, in my head, I'm like, I never want to do this again, and then logic is like, but you'll be doing it at least 2 more times, dipshit, have fun.
That's it for this one. Be sure to join us for our next episode and check out our other content on Twitch and YouTube. We've got Late Night Dungeon Fight, J&H Nerdcast, and ND Vale. We also have another podcast, Out of the Spirit Box, where we talk about a bunch of spooky shit. Hope to see you there, and thanks for your support. Bye!
Bye!